Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you must be keeping a big smile on your face, right? So, in this video, part third video for the class 7, we have to study about impure substance, right? So, let us see what is the topic which we will be studying in this video. Okay, so here is this is the third part video. First we will be learning about impure substance, then kinds of mixture. So mixture is of two types, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Then we will see what is heterogeneous mixture, what is homogeneous mixture. Then we will see different states of components, state of components. You know that their matters are of three, exist in three states: solid, liquid and gas. So if exist in different components, then what its mixture will be, its type of mixture will be known as what, right? The next we'll be learning about the characteristics of mixture. Next we'll be learning about what is the characteristics of mixture. Then we'll be learning difference between compound and mixture. Then we'll be testing your understanding. Don't worry, I have already given the reply or answer in the screen. To check yourself, don't see the answer, do it yourself. After that, you match it. Then there is a homework, which part we will come later on. 3 questions only I have given. So let's start. We have to start from the topic, that is impure substance. So what is impure substance? We have studied in the first video, the same chapter, first video we have studied what is pure substance. So I'm reminding you, pure substance is a substance which is made up of only one kind of substance. So what is pure substance? Pure substance is a substance which is made up of only one kind of substance. Then in this video we have to learn about impure substance. So what is impure substance? Impure substance is a substance which is made up of two or more than two different kinds of atoms. In pure substance it is one. In impure substance it may be two or more than two. Right. Then we have learnt in pure substance that element and compound is a pure substance. Here elements and compounds are not here, except element and compound, others are impure substance. Then how will you come to know that whose are impure substance? Means when two or more than two elements or a compound will mix, when two elements or more than two elements or compound will mix together, and that will not be in a fixed ratio, fixed proportion, then it is known as impure substance. Right? So mixture, or you can say impure substance, is also made up of pure substance only, but it is not made up of only one kind. It is made up of two or more different kinds, and their ratio are different. You can mix it in any amount, right? Suppose if you want to mix a sand and sugar, so there is a sand and sugar is a mixture. Sand, you have taken one spoon of sand and 1 spoon of sugar, and you have mixed it. So it is not as a, it's not a pure substance, it is a impure substance, right? So it is a impure substance. So nothing is defined that it is mixture. You can mix 4 spoon of sugar and 1 spoon of sand, and 4 spoon of sand and 1 spoon of sugar. So that ratio is not defined, their composition is not defined. So that is impure substance. Impure substance is also known as mixture. So whatever is what I have told you about the impure substance, it is a mixture also. So once again I am saying for the mixture are made up of elements or compound. Elements or compound, once again I am repeating, mixture is made up of elements or compound. By mixing them at any without any chemical combination at any fixed ratio, without any chemical combination with any ratio, not fixed ratio. So this is the mixture or impure substance. Okay, now what is the example of impure substance? Lot of examples could be there. So maybe salt and water, tea is also a mixture, water, uh, seawater is also a mixture, milk is also a mixture, sugar is also a mixture, tea, coffee, all these things are mixture. Okay, now what? This is a mixture. Now, can we separate the mixture? We have learned that elements we cannot break the mixtures, sorry, elements, we cannot break the elements in its smaller components. In a compound, we have learned that yes, it can be broken, but with a chemical process only. Now, what about mixture? Yes, mixture can be separated by physical process only. Now, what is a physical process? That we will learn in the next video. Okay, so because it can be separated, it is, once again I am repeating that it does not have a fixed composition. You can see in the screen also, I have underlined there that it does not have a fixed composition. It does not have a fixed melting point. Okay, here is one of the activity. You can see it is given, in which two elements we have taken, iron and sulfur. Iron has different property, sulfur has different property. When we have mixed and we mixed it and kept in a bowl, and you know that iron at magnet attract the iron. So after mixing also, their iron particles get attracted towards the magnet, right? So what does it show? It show that mixture retain their property. Most of the time mixture retain their properties. Okay, so this is one of the activity. It's very simple, you can go through it. Next, what we have to learn is about homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So these are actually two kinds of mixture. These are two kinds of mixture. One is homogeneous, another is heterogeneous. Homogeneous, heterogeneous. Two types of mixture are there. Homogeneous means homogeneous means the constituents, or you can say the components, will be uniformly distributed. With your naked eye, you won't be able to bifurcate the sugar solution, the salt solution, right? When we have mixed thoroughly in a glass of water, a spoon of 1 spoon of salt, or 1 spoon of sugar, then can you bifurcate that yes, this is a particle of salt and this is a particle of sand? No, you cannot bifurcate. So what is homogeneous? Homo means same. Components are uniformly distributed. You cannot bifurcate it. You cannot see it separately with your normal eyes. Right. So this is homogeneous. Homo means same. Right. So homo means components are uniformly distributed. Now move to the heterogeneous. For example of homogeneous, lot of examples you can see: sugar in a water, then alcohol in water, then unpolluted water, many more. Water and alcohols, that is soft drink, vinegar, kerosene oil, all these are the example of homogeneous. Homogeneous means They are uniformly distributed. You cannot see it different parts of the mixture here. So this is homogeneous. Now heterogeneous. What is heterogeneous? The opposite of homogeneous. Heterogeneous are components which are not uniformly distributed. Components which are not uniformly distributed is heterogeneous. Hetero means different, not same. Right? So heterogeneous means components are not uniformly distributed, and with your normal eyes you can see that yes, the mixtures lays in different layer. Like you have taken a water, sugar and sand, and you will mix it thoroughly. Then you will able to bifurcate it, right? So this is the salt, not sorry salt, this is a sand layer and this is the water layer, right? Many more examples are given, like mixture of petrol and water, mixture of oil and any oil and water. What you can see, yes, this is a layer of oil and this is a layer of water. So this is known as heterogeneous mixture. Okay, sugar and sand mixture, salt and sand, polluted air, gunpowder, lot of examples there, you can go through it. So till now we have learnt that yes, homogeneous is of two types, not homogeneous, mixture. Mixture is of two types, one is homogeneous, another is heterogeneous. Right? Then next we have to study about, here see, states of component. States of component and with their type of mixture. So here is solid. Iron is also solid, sulfur is also solid, but they are heterogeneous mixture. What about sand and sulfur? They are heterogeneous. And many more you can go through. Just a general view I am showing to you. Then next, solid and liquid can also be the mixture. Let's see, sugar and water. What is that? Is it a homogeneous, heterogeneous? It is homogeneous, right? Salt and water, that is also homogeneous. Glucose powder and water, that is also homogeneous, right? So this is the examples we have to see. Okay, and here is here. So this is the thing which we are studying. Next is you can go through the rest, otherwise the video will be very long. Liquid and liquid. Alcohol and water, it is a homogeneous. Petrol and water, it is a heterogeneous, so that you can see with your eyes that yes, this is a layer of oil or petrol, but you cannot see in alcohol and water that it is alcohol and this is the water. It can mix thoroughly, so it is homogeneous mixture. Now gas plus gas, like air also contain oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, but you cannot again bifurcate it, you cannot see with your normal eyes. So this is the homogeneous mixture. Then carbon dioxide plus nitrogen, homogeneous mixture, and many more, you can go through it. Then what about gas and liquid? Gas and liquid means liquid will be there and gases will be there. That is the example of heterogeneous mixture, like sulfur dioxide and water, ammonia and water, chlorine and water, chlorine water. That is what? Homogeneous. Like when you go to the swimming, there in the swimming pool they put the chlorine, like, so that is a homogeneous mixture. You can go through the students rest thing. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Then next we have to learn about mixture. We have learned that yes, mixture is a substance which is made up of two or more different elements or a compound, mixed in any ratio, mixed in any proportion. Now little bit characteristics we have to learn, that what is the mixture. Okay, So what is the mixture? You know that mixture, simply here written that mixture can be separated by physical process. Now how it can be separated we will learn in the next video. Lot of methods are there for separation. Then generally we know that the mixtures contain the properties, like if we will mix the rice and pulses, still there they are rice and pulse. You can bifurcate it by hand picking. The next is in, see actually there is a most of the time in the mixture what happen, the heat or light is not absorbed. Heat and light is not absorbed. So you can say in the formation of mixture, in the formation of mixture, energy exchange does not take place. Right? Means heat, light, or something is neither taken nor given out. Now, if any mixture is there, as I said, the about sugar or salt, sugar or sand. Don't take it salt, sugar and sand. So if you will mix it, any ratio, 1 spoon, 2 spoon, 3 spoon, right? So they still be mixture. So since it does not have any fixed proportion, fixed ratio, so obviously it does not have formula also. One important thing is next that it does not have definite melting point and boiling point. It does not have definite melting point and boiling point. Right? We have learned in there also that fixed composition, it does not have fixed composition, so does not have fixed melting point, so does not have fixed melting, boiling and composition. And mixtures can be bifurcated into heterogeneous or homogeneous mixture, right? Then melting point, why it changes? You know that because we will mix something, the ratio will differ, so melting point will differ. We can separate it by physical method. It does not have specific property. Now it does not have specific property means their property, suppose the rice in a mixture of rice and wheat, components can be easily recognized. So if in a mixture this does not have a specific property, a proper properties, right? Then here is next is the student about the last topic. This is about compound and mixture. We have learned about the compound, we have learned about the mixture. So what is the difference between it? So compound is a pure substance, mixture is an impure substance. Compounds are always homogeneous, mixture are maybe homogeneous or heterogeneous. A compound has fixed composition. When element combine, that should only be in a fixed proportion or fixed ratio. So it have a chemical formula also. But in mixture, it does not have fixed composition. So they does not have a formula also. In a compound, always energy is taken. Energy exchange take place means either taken or released. But in mixture does not involve change in energy. Compound have a specific set of property like water. Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. But compound has a different property. So the water have a different property. But in the mixture, they does not have specific set of property. When you can physically when you process it and separate it, then you can get the same property, the previous property most of the time. So that's it for a compound and mixture student. This we have learned that matter is pure and mixture. Pure substance can be element and compound. Mixture can be homogeneous and heterogeneous. This is for your test your understanding. Please go through it. Try to solve it yourself. An answer I have given, then match it, that how much you understood. This is which I have explained. Now the homework I am giving for you. Here is, you have to write in the copy, differentiate mixture and compound. Then in your book, page number 65, question number 2, you have to write in detail, answer in details. It is given in page 65 only, question number 3. This is the homework. Thank you.